Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are spiraling here, hopefully reversing that spiral, I should say, and ending up with a positive growth. So we have 35 colonies, 20 in 25 systems, 71,000 million, so 71 billion population. That is a 20 billion uptick from where it was before. That's pretty fantastic. Now, only a handful of our colonies are currently positive cash flow. Cash flow is such an important metric, but not as important as population. So let me explain my line of thinking there. So right now, I'm focused on growing our overall population. And the reason for that is colony tax dictates how much money you have to spend on all of these things, such as ship and base maintenance, troop maintenance, facility maintenance, and the extra cash flow that goes into colony growth, that goes into research. All of that is dependent on your base amount of colony tax. So, even though I have a big cash stack, it's all about the cash flow, how much is available. If I'm making zero cash flow right now, that means I'm missing out on money that could be pumped into colony growth, it could be pumped into research. Now, the reason I'm more focused on colony growth right now is because I have a lot of very tiny colonies. If we look at these colonies and look at the populations here we are, 239, 137. Look at all these, like, down all the way down to like 86, right? So there's a lot of room for growth, and the faster I grow that number, the faster I end up in a situation where I am generating more and more colony tax, which translates to more and more research and more growth. So that's kind of like my line of thinking as to why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. If we compare ourselves to the other people in the galaxy, we're almost caught up to these guys. I mean, we have another, 18 billion to go. But, comparatively, we're pretty good. We're producing more research than them. Now, we're screwed because they're allied with the biggest, baddest people in the game. But that being said, even these people aren't that much bigger. Their economy's better, right? 2233K. Ours is 140. So I think there's definitely some room for growth there, and that's kind of what I'm focusing efforts on at the moment. Well, that, and I'm trying to update my technology so that we are more competitive militarily, because that's going to disincentivize people going after us. The other thing is the colonization techs, right? They have some value in them, in the sense that the more that I spend on those techs, let's get all the way down there. Okay. So if we look at the techs, right? It's going to lower the quality threshold, which makes it better to colonize planets that are not as desirable. And the more we improve it, the better that threshold becomes. And once we get to like enhanced colonization, right? We have terraforming facility, like the higher end terraforming facilities. That is going to bump the quality of the planet, which is going to directly translate to more, right? All these inhabitabilities. It's gonna translate to more people being able to be population for the planet, which again feeds back into that whole economy loop. So that's currently the focus. Let's go ahead and unpause. Now I want to say we issued several, like at least another 10 planets that we can colonize. Now the good thing is we now have access to volcanic planets, so we're definitely taking advantage of that situation. We should be producing colony ships. It looks like we are. The AI has begun churning those out. Okay, we did critical research breakthrough. Okay, that's nice, because that'll make this nice and quick. I could spend some money on these, but I don't know if I actually want to. On the research techs, it's a lot of money. I think I'd rather save the cash for it to be eaten away by colony ships being produced, or things of that nature. So let's take a quick glance at the other economy, the private economy. So they're sitting on 9.2 million, and they have a lot of revenue coming in. So overall, they're doing pretty good. See, our research output is pretty aggressive there. If you see, some of it's coming from the colony, some of it's coming from research stations, and a fair amount from research treaties, which is really good. Um, Military strength is starting to climb. It's certainly not the best it's ever been. Migrants, that is much higher than it was last time. And the good thing about that is, see all those like private sector ships that are highlighted, right? They're just moving population around from planet to planet. So once our larger planets are capped out on pop and they can't hold any more population, it's just shoving those people off onto other planets, which is going to help them develop quicker and grow faster. So that's fantastic in general. And tourists just generate cash. So you're just way better off having tourists coming in, right? So 24,000 bonus income just coming from tourists directly. So the more tourism we have, the better our economy goes as well. There we go. A couple more colony ships churning out. I'm not going to build anything. We are back into positive cash flow, which is great. But I'm not gonna sink anything into it at the moment. All right, yep, looks like we're just churning out nothing but colony ships right now. All right, cash flow continues to trend in the positive. New spy has appeared. I don't really care. The hive is gonna be a problem. Oh, hello. So we just got all sorts of tech stuff. Mega capital ships, ultra efficient engines, fast interceptors, fast bombers. That is we actually just discovered something as a result of that. So let's take a quick gander here at our tech tree now that we've like gotten all that stuff. And we have a bunch of techs here that we have to dump full-on research into. But we can now go back and add a bunch of these techs that we've discovered partial bits of that are just going to complete a lot quicker as a result. So let's go ahead and just dump them in there. These are all less than a year, so I think it's worth investing into. I do want to finish high storage capacitors first because I do want to get advanced shields. It is pretty important to me. Advanced hyperdrives will be cool, but we got time. We got to discover all these techs to get to that. But yeah, look at all these. These are almost like these are just negligible to change over to. So I think we should definitely sink a little bit of investment into that. I would go as far as to say, let's just knock this out. It's 30 days. I don't think it's hurting too much to do that. The more techs we discover, the less the more it opens up the tech tree to go down towards like advanced. And like getting this will let us get this, which then lets us, focus on that. So it just opens up more of the tech tree that we can kind of work on. It looks like we discovered some of the fast, but we already have advanced starfighters, so I don't know how necessary that was in particular. So what does this do? Just unlocks planetary bastions, good colony defense, troop recovery rates. That's good. Long-range civilian ships. I think there's room in the budget to make that happen, although it'd probably be a little bit later on. Look at this. All the way down here, we got like 50% of these techs already discovered, which is fantastic. So is there any other tech that's like right on the cusp of growing? I don't think so. Holographic entertainment could be good. Recreation centers. It saves more money, which in turn gives more money, makes more money available to use. I will definitely pay for enhanced research and move that up the list. It's only a year and a half, and if we crash that, it will be even faster. And that's just going to make more tech, like it's going to make tech go even quicker, right? So it's a version 2 upgrade, which means that it's an in-place upgrade. It'll just immediately upgrade everything that already has that built, which is all of our research stations. So I think that would be fantastic. It's a nice, easy bump. Little resort. I think that is good. I will definitely build as many research stations as it says we can afford to build. All right, so knocked out those techs. Now, this is the enhanced research. I am going to pay to crash this one because it'll make it 268 days. Okay, so we got away successfully, but we've been detected, which is fine. I actually don't mind. So we stole that tech, which is great. Okay, we just colonized the planet. This is another Tikan population here. I just want to make sure all of my... Yeah, it looks like it's still not... I think because it's sandy desert versus whatever I set it on originally, I'm gonna have to go back and make sure all the right things are set. Make sure the right... So this is forest and continental, so we don't want them. One of these days I'll actually remember all of this, but for the time being, I don't. Those two are desert. No, no, no. Oh, no. Alright, well, at least it didn't forget that. Kedarov, I think, is where I left off. Let it move. Okay. No. No. Yes. No. Lava. Mangrove. Underground. Tundra. One of these days I'll remember these. These guys are deep sea. Okay. And those are cold. So let's apply to all sandy desert colonies. And that should set it for all of them. But let's take a look. This is a different planet. This is sandy desert. And yep, there it is. It's all set the same. So Tikans are currently populating that, which is perfectly fine. But we do have some other species on our planets. So speaking of which, let's look at our empire bonuses. See how many we got from race. So we actually have some room to grow here, but we have human race, Ectarian race, and Kaedian race. Those are all plus, but we have a lot more races in our empire. So there's definitely some room for growth here as those populations get above, I think it's 8 billion is the threshold. So should be good. I'm gonna take a quick gander at our spies. We should have, yeah, a fair amount of spies kicking around. They're all trying to steal stuff, which is great. Evaded detection. I like this. The more I evade detection, the less I have to worry about. Okay. Steal, steal, steal. Prepare an attack. Bhaskara Syndicate. Oh, that's over here. So it wants me to send a fleet all the way from there to there. When... Oh, wait, this is already right there. Okay. How are our fleets doing, by the way? I feel like I'm forgetting something here. There are a fair amount of ships that are not in a fleet. They're just flying around. Now, this guy, I am going to retire him. What are these guys doing? I think these might be... They don't seem to be more advanced than what we already have. So they're probably captured from another species. Yeah, these are all actually fairly garbage. The one thing I haven't checked yet is oh, this is an upgrade. It's already going to retire though. There apparently is now a way to set the upgrade path for different things. Yeah, here we go. So I'll have to look at how that's all handled, because we want to make sure to get some of these older ships. Let's see, latest designs per hull, but we don't want obsolete ones. Right, so active. All right, we're definitely gonna have to mess around with this a little bit. I won't do it right now, but maybe between episodes I'll click around in there and try to figure out how that works. But that's something new in the patch too. We can set the upgrade path for different ships. But anyway, I wanted to look at my fleets. I wanted to take a quick look at... Yeah, they're all refueling. This is great. Still a little low on fuel, but, you know, I think it's working, right? They have fuel available. They should be refueling. They've refueled here for sure. I think we need to get better fuel ships at some point. At least throw some shields on them. That might be down the road, but down the road a little bit. Colony rated. Okay. Well, you made a mistake. Oh wait, I haven't actually built any of this stuff yet. Never mind. They didn't make that big of a mistake. All right, evaded detection. Uh, yeah. It's diplomacy, hyper slipstreaming. Okay. And so they are stealing from pirates too. The hyper slipstreaming is pirate. All right, we are slowly healing. Unknown items. That's fine. At some point, these guys are gonna get pissed and come after me. So, okay. Second fleet is moving to the spaceport. Oh, that's their home base. Okay, that makes sense. They're moving back there because that's their home base. Okay, we have a completed enhanced research. Let's take a look at how that affected our... So it bumped it up by like 400 points immediately. And there's going to be more room for growth too. So that's pretty awesome. Let's click on a couple things here. I think we could afford to pay to accelerate this, right? 130 something days. I really like to get to advanced shields, the Meridian shields, because then I could put that on my ships. It's just a lot of room for growth still. Same here, like I have to get this, and work my way to fusion balance. Shipboard Marines. We probably should do something to make our troops better, right? Because they're kind of trash. And I think we could definitely do something to improve my infantry strength. Probably be a good idea to do that before we get into our next big fight. This is cheap. Let's go ahead and throw that in the mix. Knock that out. The more we knock out, the less we have to do later on. I do still want to... Did I get the tier 2 of that plasma stuff? I feel like I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay. V3. That's actually near max. So I think that's 2 years. That's really good. Thinking of what I want to do here. I'll throw this in the mix just to try to get it done, but I think I want advanced shields first. Let's get that all knocked out, and then we'll try to retrofit some of our ships. Although I have to be a little careful because I have to, like, just bulldozing weapons, I still have to consider all the other components, right? Like, it has to have good armor. It has to be able to generate enough power to be able to handle those weapons. So I have to be a little bit mindful of that as well. Man, our stuff is certainly flying around everywhere. Our empire-wide research, 10% boost. I like it. Give me the boost. All right, our pop is growing. Cash is flowing. Everything is going very, very well right now. We have more ships flying around, loading colonists and colonizing these other planets that we need. High capacitor storage is done. Do I want to... I really want advanced fusion reactors. Good, right? So we have fission reactor that outputs 89 capacity, 151. So this has a lower ratio. Actually, it seems like it's just worse, except for better capacity, but ultimately it leads towards something better. All right, so, well, we'll just... I guess I'm not... I'd rather have this and this done first. All right, take me to the debris field. Looks like there's a fair amount of stuff at the edges of the galaxy here. We are starting to, like, dominate this section. I do have to be mindful because we still have those the hive up here. I have to clear them out at some point. What did you do? You stole some ultra fast shield technology. I like seeing that. Evaded detection. Has been captured by the Iron Marauders. All right, let's talk to some Iron Marauders and see if we can get them to be happier with us. I want to do it by name because alphabetical is a lot easier. All right, let's speak. Clicked on the wrong ones. Iron. Hey, give me that, and I will have you contact a bunch of other people. And you'll be cool with that. Talk to them too. And now we got our boy back, who's probably garbage now, but that's okay. All right, we did just take on this planet in a nebula in enemy territory. That's okay. We call that staging ground. So that'll be fine. Dire force taken over, captured by the hive. You little bee. Stop. Stop being mean. Okay, so we are flying back to base, it looks like. Stop raiding our bases. Hopefully our bases at some point will have enough oomph to take out the pirates on their own. I will pay for advanced shields to speed up. It didn't happen automatically, so it's really expensive to do that, though. I mean, look, it just dropped my cash stack by half. But for advanced shields, I think it's worth it. That's something that definitely needs to happen. Indestructible compounds actually would be really nice as well. Although, 12 years? Yeah, that's gonna have to wait a little bit. That's a little rough. Long-range civilian ships. I mean, we've already explored most things at this point. It could wait down there. I do need to start building like better ships though. Yeah, look at all these techs we're starting to chip away at little by little. Large scale construction, medium spaceport. I feel like we already had, yeah, we did. Okay, so that's 1800 size. This is 2250 size. So this would be good. It's only a year of research. Rapid assembly would be good. Looks like we have all that stuff already. Improved cruisers. Yeah, these are all like pretty cheap actually. They're only like a year each. So I will definitely churn that up. Empire bonus, ship maintenance savings. That could be worth something. I mean, 10%. If we look at a 10% maintenance savings, that's 8,700. That's a fair amount of cash. Construction ships under attack. I don't like that. At least they're just jumping away. Oh, that's way over there. All right, well, I'm not that worried about that. Colony ships. Zygria Hive. That's actually a player, I think, right? Yeah. That's these punks that we were attacking. Let's negotiate a quick deal with them, get our spy back. I certainly am not giving them any. Here, talk to them. And oh, I can't just hand them a bunch of crap. I could give them. Let's do a little spy exchange. What do you think of that? You could have a couple of your spies back. They're not gonna matter that much. Narrant Syndicate. Okay, this is starting to be a problem. Stop getting my spies captured. Let's negotiate a deal. Give me spy. I give you a galaxy map. And some cash? Looks like I'm gonna have to give some cash. Is he even worth this much? I don't know if he's even worth that. Okay, we did colonize a new volcanic colony, which means the Beskara are doing okay. Now we're pulling all of our pop from this one planet that we had. So, yeah, 50 million isn't that much. We have 5 billion on this planet, so I guess that kind of works. New spy. All right, what was this guy captured by? I can't tell because it stopped raiding our base. All right, Black Rock Confederacy. That is a pirate faction. Okay, now these guys, at least for now, should be pretty easy to trade because we'll just have them contact all these people. And what do you think of that? Thank you. Give me my spies back. Although some of them are probably terrible. They probably got double agent. This one's lazy. Probably needs to be dismissed at some point. Yeah. Oh, hello. The Beskara Hive has declared war on the Mortallan Union. So the Mortallan Union, oh, that's the Mortallan Nation. The Union is this guy over here that our allies are currently decimating bit by bit. Okay, so these guys are going to try to take a chunk out of him too. I'd love to go to war with these guys. I just can't afford the risk yet because these guys are just too chonky. Yeah, they still have a defensive pack there. I'd love to find a way to separate them out. I don't know if I ever will. Okay, efficient maneuvering, advanced defense missiles. All right, the more we steal, the less we have to research ourselves. So that works out pretty well. Are they still attacking here? All right, we should be relatively defended at this point. Oh yeah, we're doing some damage to these pirates. Wait, is that our fleet of transports? It does appear to be. We should probably like hop out of here and go somewhere else, because this is not a great spot to park, I don't think. Can we make it to here? It is within the circle. Probably can't. Oh yeah, there's Castellan being dropped off. That's good. All right, let's just build more bases. Fifth Fleet, you can go investigate. I think we're gonna come up on advanced shields pretty soon. Our colony is being raided. That's fine. They'll get over it eventually. Synchronized energy output. I don't want to build any ships, guys. I just want money flowing in for now. How is our population versus our enemy's population? All right, they're both going up. Just, oh my goodness. Raiding. They're really aggressively coming after this this planet here. What is going on? They just really don't like the fact that I they just do not like the fact that I have troops here. And they're like, "No, we have to get in there." That is pretty powerful though. Right? The 610 strength, hyperfusion reactors. Now, these pirates are pretty chonky. Let's go here. Partial logs recovered. I think I will. Oh, hello. Strength. I would, yeah. I mean, it's I kind of like the idea of picking it apart, right? Because you get the hyperfusion reactor, all the tech stuff for this, but it's pretty powerful. Like, just using it is kind of nice in theory. I still think I'm going to retire it. It's just gonna lead to better ships down the road for me. Let's get some of this crap off of the screen so I don't have to worry about it. Aimless obsession. Hey, advanced shields are complete. All right, so let's go through real quick and take a quick look at all the tech that we just stole a bunch of tech from various people, so we can kind of progress along here. So it's 65 days for the advanced blasters. I would definitely move that up the list. There's a lot of techs on here that I'm getting ready to knock out. Let's just take a quick look down the list here. Advanced defense missiles. I don't think I can. Yeah, okay. Shift left click moves to top. I probably should just do that. All these cheap techs are, I think, worth knocking out if we can. Ultra fast shield recharging. That would be good to steal more of that if we can. The only way we'll get it is by stealing it. All right, I think we're good for now. Ooh, this would be nice to get too. Well, we gotta wait a little bit before we can put something else in the system. All right, let's have this stuff keep moving along here. Are they at war, or are they just like staging, getting ready to do something stupid? I hope so. I'd love them to go to war with those guys. Let them soften each other up. That would give me an opportunity to swoop in and take over these guys while they're distracted. It's my hope against hope is that's what'll happen. All right, let's look at ship designs. Let's see, latest buildable designs. All right, so let's upgrade. Oh, there we are, retrofit path. Okay, look at this. There's all sorts of stuff in here. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Reactor output is too low. Oh, because the Meridian shields. See, this is what I meant. Like, the reactor needs to be strong enough to handle it. That's not even the issue, though. Is it the Firestorm torpedoes? All right, I think I'm going to have to wait on that one a little bit. But I definitely think our escorts... Yes. So Firestorm torpedo is good. Really good. 100 damage. What's a DPS, though? Because they only fire a certain amount of times, right? I think I want the shockwave. Yep, this is also really good. Well, this is better, right? 14.55 per second versus 9.6. So is the Firestorm just strictly better? I don't even know where on the tech tree that is. I'm gonna have to take a look. Still ion sheath armor. I wish this was upgradable at this point, but it is not. Meridian shields are good. Yeah, I definitely need to start bumping this stuff. All right, escort H7 is good. Frigate H2 needs an upgrade. Ooh, we have some size constraints. So let's take out this Firestorm torpedo. Can we replace it with a Shockwave? Let's leave it with the Buckler PD. I think that's fine. Let's upgrade the medium spaceport. I think, well, you know what? We're about to research a new tech that gives the medium spaceports more stuff. So probably hold on that for now. Yeah, so the frigate, the destroyer would be good to upgrade now that we have better stuff. Think taking the railgun off would be okay. Yeah, the size is just problematic. So for the time being, I think we just lose that. I think point defense is probably still valuable, so I don't want to completely eliminate that yet. Yeah, we definitely need to start investing in better crew systems, fusion reactors. Can't just have awesome weapons and nothing else. So I think, like, those are our main ships, and that's mostly what I'm worried about. Let's see. This is the latest design. Yes. So I think that will work. Is auto hull upgrade. That's fine. So all of our ships should theoretically update to these designs, I believe. That's just a mining ship. That's okay. All right. Efficient maneuvering is stolen. And we just got dual research. That's great. So I actually think if we were looking, I think down here, right, enhanced medical systems. So let's go ahead and bump that up to the top, because that's only 45 days till that's done. I think that is worth doing. I really think we probably should start cranking out some of these specialization buildings, because it just gives us faster research for everything else. I feel like we've definitely skimped out on doing that, which probably has set us back a little bit, but not too much, I don't think. These are the troop compartments, passenger compartments. All right, so what I need is crew systems. This is what I need. Keep moving along here. Hopefully we pull through here fairly readily. Hello. Hello, investigate everything. Yes. Give me all the techs. That's what I want. What are these guys doing? Was there a combat over here? Looks like we're slowly retrofitting, I think. All right, take me to them. This is a command cruiser, quantum reactor in there, turbo thruster engine, atomic devastators. Some of the stuff I think is an improvement, so I think it's probably worth scrapping this guy too once we actually get to that point. I think right now, if we look at our construction yards, they're all very, very busy retrofitting all the stuff that we have. So certainly not a ton of time to do anything at the moment. And we're going to just burn through our cash making that happen. Enhanced medical systems is done. That's a V2 tech, so it should immediately apply. Some blasters, some missiles. Looks like we were just checking off a couple of the boxes that we had queued up. Grand Casino, huh? Okay, we did found a new colony. Another volcanic planet here. Nar Shadows. So we are up to 41 colonies now, so everything should be bumping up pretty readily. I'm actually surprised we haven't stolen any of the blue techs. Like, I don't feel like we're investing heavily in stealing that. Once we get better fuel cell tech, I think I will. By the way, I'm paying to crash course this to make it happen faster, because that is a good energy tech. But anyway, I really would like better fuel cells, and I would like being able to retrofit our transport ships as well. Definitely something that needs to happen at some point. I'm going to take a quick gander at our ships again. We're going to look at our ships that are not in a fleet. Looks like you have the ability to retire again. Why are you not in a fleet? You're one of our ships. Like, you're one of our designs. So we're going to join you to a fleet. What fleet do we have? The 7th fleet. Those are all the transports, right? As is this. So We'll add you to the 5th fleet. I think they lost a couple ships. So let's join you to the 5th fleet. I don't think... Yeah, you're a different guy. I think you're already being deconstructed, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. We still increase maneuverability. There we go. Kuraba Minor. Okay, so we just have a bunch of ships backed up here waiting on this stuff to break down. That figures. Well, they'll get it eventually. We'll probably have more upgrades by the time that comes around. All right, are they really still trying to come after this planet? They are. They're not going to get anywhere. All right, so where is this at? All right, why are these guys just chilling here while the fuel ship is getting decimated? Did the fuel ship get destroyed, or did it hop out in time? All right, mining ships I don't mind. The private sector builds and repairs or replaces those. Okay, detected. I don't care as long as you successfully stall. Large scale construction. That's good. Stream energy charging research is complete. Okay, so are these guys gonna actually go? There they go. All right, we should be just destroying these guys. They did manage to take out one of our ships. I will always build resort bases and research bases. There's no reason not to. Okay. So I'm hoping these carcasses will yield some, like, tech or something. Okay, investigated. That's fine. We've taken control. Hello. Hyper deny, Kalados drive. Those are all good things. I think I will scrap you as well. Scrap as much as I can. Okay, we've made a critical breakthrough on fusion physics. Too bad it was near the end of the research project anyway. Where is that fleet that was getting ham sandwiched? It's these guys over here. Okay, we did manage to take them out. It does look... Yeah, all right. That went fairly well. I mean, we lost a couple ships. Let's investigate that. I will go ahead and retire this guy as well. The more I can get, like, quantum reactors, Kalados hyperdrive, the more chance I have of gaining those techs, the less research I'll have to do for it. So I'm just going to keep breaking ships down that I discover. I think that's probably the better longer term play. Flux hardened armor research complete. See, this was stolen from the Zygria hive. So is that actually an improvement? If we look at the techs and we look at armor techs, flux hardened armor, I actually think is an upgrade for what we, maybe, I don't know. All right, 2600 research is output now. That's pretty good. All right, I think we will put the cut in here for today. We made a decent amount of progress. Still have a couple colony ships flying around to colonize a couple things. Okay, we did acquire another ship, so let's go ahead and break that down. We are in the middle of retrofitting our fleet. Look at our military strength. It is definitely ramping upwards. Second fleet has, like, spiraled quite a bit as a result of retrofitting those shields that I had them put on. So this is going to be good. I think if we can get our power bumped up high enough, we might be able to take on these guys. And if we could take on these guys, we could definitely take on these guys. But I need more fleets. I need more ships. This is not enough cash flow to handle this long term. So I need to keep expanding our empire size. These are all things that are, starting to go right, but more progress definitely needs to be made. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future, and we'll catch you in the next episode.